Okay, bitch. Listen, before this video even starts, I am so sorry that it's so shaky. I'm not a professional, okay? I'm sorry. Everybody on my Snapchat tells me to make a YouTube channel so I can do like story times and rants, because I do hella story times and rants on my Snapchat. So really the only people that are going to be watching this are the people that follow me on Snapchat, so what's good? And they're probably not even going to watch it. So like, what's good? Nobody. So I was going to tell a different story for this video, my first little video. That's not like a makeup video. I used to want to be like a makeup guru. I do so much embarrassing ass shit. I really do. I put myself in situations that are really embarrassing. Oh my god, I don't know why I do it to myself. I'm just a weird ass. I just talk too much. That's really the problem. So I really wish that I could like log on to my Facebook to actually show you the messages of what happened on this horrendous day, because the messages are still there. I never deleted them, but I cannot for the life of me remember my password to my old Facebook. So every time I move, the camera moves. Let's just get into the story though, because it's a doozy. I've got to give you a little preface to the story because I just have to, bitch. So when I was a sophomore in high school, I had this teacher. He was a math teacher. He was like, I think it was like trigonometry that year or something. And he, for some reason, I found him so attractive. Looking back now, I'm like, ew, bitch. And I had this like ongoing crush on him for literally from the first day of school onward. Like the first day of school, he said something. I don't even remember what it was. And I remember I literally like audibly gasped and I was like, and everyone looked at me, but I didn't give a fuck because I was staring straight at him like, you feel me. He didn't feel me, obviously, because I was like 15 and ugly as shit, my guy. Honestly, if the angle keeps changing in this video, get over it because I don't know how to film this right now. I'm sorry. I just don't want this to move so much. Okay, I think that's... I shouldn't have filmed this on my bed. Okay, that's clear to me now. Basically, I had this really good guy friend in that class, and we became like best friends. We became really close. We texted all the time, all day, every day. And he was like in love with me, so he would flirt with me all the time. So basically, I saved his number as this teacher's name. Let's call the teacher, I'm gonna call him by his real name. This is about Coach Trumbull. If you know who I'm talking about, you know who I'm talking about. Like, Coach Trumbull, okay? I did this to him. So I saved my friend's number in my phone as Coach Trumbull with like a bunch of hearts and stuff. And like, so when he would flirt with me, I would like, he would go along with the joke because I would call him Coach Trumbull, and then he'd be like, I would be like, oh, what are you doing? And he'd be like, I'm just grading papers, whatever. So that I could like post it onto Facebook or whatever and just be like, oh, just texting my boyfriend, like, ah! Now if I did that, that would literally get somebody fired. Like, whoa, what was I doing? Basically, like, that went on for like 3 years till I was a senior. And when I was a senior, like, we would kind of like mess around with him a lot. Like after lunch, like I remember we would like go to his classroom, a couple of my friends and I would like go in there and like joke around with him and like flirt with him and be like, ooh, Coach Trumbull. Y'all, also if you know who I'm talking about, you know he's like not attractive. Like he looks like he's 16. That's probably why I like thought he was attractive, because he looked like he was like could be in high school. So I like didn't tell anybody who the person that I was texting was. Like people would ask like, who are you texting like that's saved as Coach Trumbull? And I would be like, it's Coach Trumbull. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it is. And I would just trick people because I thought it was hilarious. Like, it was funny. Like, only a few people really knew that it was like my friend. And like, One day, I'm in this classroom, like, it's just, like, he didn't have a class going on or anything. It was just, like, me and my friends, and him, and my friend, like, out of the blue, was like, Coach Trumbull, do you text Madison? My face got so red, and I was just like, my fucking cover is blown now, ho. Like, what are you doing? How dare you bring that up? How dare you? It was so awkward. It was so embarrassing. And he was like, what? No. Like, no. And I was like, I really have to go. And I just dipped out of there real quickly. Even after that, I still continued on and was like, oh, like, I obviously told the girl, like, it's not him, you dumb bitch. Like, you dumbass bitch. I was planning, like, I had planned in my head, like, literally, like, the day that I graduate, I'm gonna send him a message. I'm just gonna put myself out there. I was kind of serious, but I was kind of mostly joking. Like, obviously I didn't think that, like, he was gonna want to hook up with me. You know what I mean? But it was hilarious to see people's reactions when I would say that. Like, I'd be like, no, like, for real, like, I'm gonna send him a message, like, on Facebook. Because he had, like, I had found his Facebook. I had found his fucking Facebook and, like, was stalking him because it wasn't, like, private, but I hadn't added him yet. So, like, towards the end of the year, I sent him a friend request and he added me, and I was like, y'all, I'm really gonna do it. Like, I'm really gonna do it. Like, I'm gonna send him a message after I graduate, and it's gonna go down, bitch. Again, I'm, like, mostly joking. I just wanted to be, like, outrageous. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm just, like, an attention whore, I guess. It was, like, towards the end of senior year. Not towards the end of the senior year. It was, like, the end of senior year, like, maybe had, like, 4 days left of school. I get on Facebook and I'm like, how funny would it be if I, like, posted a picture of me, like, about, like, messaging Coach Trumbull to Twitter. I, like, wrote out this long ass paragraph. I wish I could log into my Facebook and read it because it's so embarrassing. Oh, wrote this long message, right? And at the end, I'm like, okay, I'm going to put my phone number, and then I'm just going to take a screenshot. I'm going to tweet it, and then I'm just going to delete it, and then maybe I'll send him something after I graduate. So I'm like, let me, like, go to the next paragraph, because I'm literate. You know what I'm saying? I'm intelligent. I'm, like, going to start a new paragraph to put my phone number and, like, just send a little, you know, whatever. And when I do that, I sent it. Like, I pressed enter to go to the next line, but I sent the message. Y'all, I'm not exaggerating. I literally said, like, hey, Coach Trumbull, like, I know that you're the hottest teacher at Austin, and I know that I've had a crush on you for the longest time, and honestly, it's always been my fantasy. Literally, I used that word. I said it's always been my fantasy. It's always been my fantasy to hook up with a teacher, and it could be our little secret. So, it was longer than that, but that was real things that I wrote out and sent to a teacher. But it was just gonna be a joke. Then right after I sent it, I was like, oh, shit! I freaked out for a second, but then I was like, let me just roll with it, you know? And so then I sent another message, and I was like, I literally put my phone number and was like, text me, you know? Like, we can keep it on the down. Wow. I'm editing this, and I'm honestly so angry that I put my foot in the air like this. Why did I do this? Why? Not even like an hour later, he responds to me, and he was literally, it's very nice of him to respond to me though. He was like, Madison, you're a really cool girl, and you're really fun and nice, but I think we both know that 18's a little young for me. And at that point, I was just like, I'm already in too deep. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in too deep. I've committed, you know? So I messaged him back and I was like, well, if you ever change your mind. And he never responded. Saw him the next days at school. Saw him at graduation. But I mean, like, if I do something embarrassing, I'm gonna have to commit to it. That's just my personality. So even when I saw him, I was just like, because I'm a creepy ass bitch. It's actually a gross story. Like, I could have got someone fired. Like, that's not cool. Now that I think about it, you read all these, there's like all these stories right now of like teachers having sex with students. That's crazy. That's crazy. Honestly, I can't even say anything more about that shit. That shit is so embarrassing. I really wish I could get on my Facebook and like log in and like message him and be like, dude, what's goody? Coach Trumbull, what's good? Like, if you're watching this, I'm really sorry that I did that. I'm really sorry that I did that. Alright, bitch. That's it for my first story time, my first YouTube video. Ow! If you want to see more story times or like vlogs or whatever it may be, or if you want me to just shut the fuck up, let me know. Let me know, you know? But until next time, bye, bitch.